JT the Eagle at 17 really had kind of opened up the space again. Is that big?
Yeah, that was huge kind of going into tomorrow. I think, I wasn't quite as sharp today off the tee and had to play a little defensive into some of the greens. And, it was nice to put two good swings on there and make that putt to kind of capitalize and get some ground back that I had lost, those first 15, 16 holes.
It was a little more up and down than we've seen you the first 2 days, and yet you're still leading by 3. What does that do for you, knowing that maybe I don't have my best game and I can still put together a low number?
Yeah, it feels good to, obviously the first 2 days I had everything working great, hitting it great off the tee, irons, and making a lot of putts, and today wasn't as sharp, tee to green, and didn't putt it as well. But to be able to still shoot a number, shoot 4 under, which is still very solid today, and that gives me some confidence going into tomorrow. Hopefully hit it better, but if I don't, then I still got the ability to shoot a decent number.
JT.
With putter so well the first 2 rounds, back 9, a couple of holes, a couple misses on those birdies, and then 3 putt on 12. Did you just get away from it a little mentally there? Or?
No, I don't think it was mentally. I just kept hitting, it to some of these. I kept leaving myself 80-footers, it felt like. Some of the longest putts on the golf course. And a lot of them were kind of up the hill, down the hill, double breakers, and just tough putts in general to get in that 3-foot window to where you feel real comfortable. And, there were a couple that I wish I could get back, a couple of the birdie putts and obviously the 3 putts, but overall, I still feel good over the putter. I'm hitting a lot of good putts. I just didn't quite match up the read or the speed today.
JT, your worst round of the week is better than most as we're looking at this week. Can you talk about how you're just keeping it all so composed?
That's just it. Just trying to stay patient and composed. I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself and just try and take it one hole at a time. And when I'm, being in this position, I'm trying to focus especially on the shot in front of me and do the best I can and go from there.
You're so still and you got this even-keeled demeanor about you. Where does that kind of come from?
I've just kind of always been that way, I think. Just try not to show too much emotions. Try not to, get too upset if I make a mistake, or try not to get too excited or ahead of myself if I'm playing well. Just again, it goes back to trying to just focus on what's in front of me to get the job done.
You talked about the Barbasol experience yesterday. Is there any 1 or 2 things you'll call on to maybe finish off?
Yeah, there I was in a similar position, and I think I just have to look at it. It's a 72-hole tournament, and I'm 54 holes through, so there's still a lot of golf to be played. You see the scores on the leaderboard today. Guys can go low, and I'm sure one of those guys that are right behind me are going to shoot a number like that. So I can't go out there and kind of play defensive and just try and par it to death and hope that it works out. I need to go out there and play aggressive and play to the last hole, to the last putt.
Will you have a number in mind then for tomorrow?
No, not really. I think, I'm just, again, it's one hole at a time, one shot. If I start thinking about a number at the end of the day, then that's not really sticking to that game plan. So I've been getting off to good starts. I've been making enough birdies to where I can shoot a low number if I can keep the mistakes out of there. So I'm just going to try and keep making a bunch of birdies.
How much of being a wire-to-wire, or at least a wire-to-wire at this point, a mental game more than a talent or a physical game?
It's something that I'm a little new to. I haven't really done that where I've been leading after each round, but yeah, it's. I keep telling myself there's a lot of golf left, so it's easy to, when you're leading, it's easy to start thinking about the finish line. But I've got so much golf in front of me. I'm trying to just focus on, I want to go out there and play those first 9 holes, those first few holes really well, and pad that lead, and then I can approach the back 9 or go from there.
There's a lot at stake tomorrow. The win, an open spot. Can you start thinking about that at this point?
No, not really. Everybody knows, in the back of your head that's part of it, but I've been in this position before, and I've won out here before, so I'm just going to try and draw on that and just try not to focus on all the stuff outside of what I'm doing.
What is this like compared to 19 in the last?
Winning a golf tournament. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to play 72 really good holes, and right now I've played 54 good ones, and Wyndham I came from behind and played really well on Sunday to kind of. I don't think I had the lead until maybe 15 or 16 that year, but So this is a little different, but again, it's like I keep saying, it's a 72 hole tournament. I'm trying to just focus on that and stick to that game plan.
All right, thanks
Great.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
One final one, Europe.